Welcome to my sculpting station, folks. This is MJ Hobby Corner, and I want to show what I have so far in the last sculpture that I'm doing for phase one of the deep sea sculpting project. This is a large predatory placoderm. That was the group of fish that I based this on, right? And these fish were huge marine predators. So it's very, you can see how this fish is used as a template for some of the fish that you see in Deep Wars, the game Deep Wars. So this is going to be my version of a predatory placoderm, and as you can see, it's a very large fish. I mean, there's the diver. That's a typical Deep Wars model for the fortune seekers. And yeah, it's one big armored fish. Here is the diver that I sculpted, and you can also see the scale there. So, so far I have about 5 miniatures that I sculpted, and this is not exactly a miniature. But here it is. So today I added a lot of the armor plates to the model, and then sculpted the fins. It was a very simple armature. There is the wire that goes here, right? It's right down there. There's a wire that goes through the cap into the rocks, and then through the tinfoil of the fish. Now the fish armature was just a cross wire with tinfoil. I wrapped the tinfoil in such a way so it's torpedo-like to give me the shape that I wanted, and then the tinfoil goes all the way up here to the tail, to this crescent tail here. And then the rest of it was just add green stuff and Super Sculpey. And just in case you guys don't know, those that are viewing the video for the first time, I use green stuff in combination with Super Sculpey clay. That reduces all the gumminess of the green stuff, and it makes it a lot better to spread out and to blend. That's one of the big problems with resin clay, is trying to blend it to each other. So I work with clay mixes, and that's how I get my clays to kind of blend with each other. If it needs a little baking in the end, I'll remove it from the bottle cap, and I can bake it a little bit if it needs it. But for the most part, the hardener and the green stuff will harden the Super Sculpey clay. Then for all of these like plates, I just add straight green stuff, pure green stuff. Okay, these lumps here are the base of the fins. It has one pectoral fin, one pelvic fin. Okay, so it will be 4 fins here. I have them ready with the hole. There will be a wire going in there with some green stuff, and then I shape out the fins. So I'm going to let this dry. And I'll come back and add some stuff to it. Maybe add some bony ridges along here, along the midsection, or just leave it like that. The peculiar thing about these fish was the teeth, and you can see I tried to simulate the actual teeth on the prehistoric version that I'm looking at. Okay, and then I have to do some of the bottom teeth here. They were basically this big blade-like bone here that served as a cutting edge with these little fangs in front. So I got to do the bottom as well, and that gives the fish a very fierce look, I think. So it's off to finish this. I think this will be finished by tomorrow. And then it's off to phase 2 of the project, which is all the terrain for an underwater table. And for those of you that have not been following the deep sea sculpting project, it's basically me trying to sculpture some undersea creatures for the game Deep Wars. And that's what we have them in mind for. But they can be for any game that will allow strange sea creature figures in the armies, right? So that's basically it. All right, folks, thank you very much for listening and for viewing. Welcome new subscribers, and I hope you like the sculpting projects. New sculpting projects will come soon, and I'm going to be looking at a wide variety of different things that I can make for the tabletop. Thank you guys, and we'll talk very soon.